The good news is football's back. The bad news is it's a little bit shit. So this afternoon I caught a bit of Dortmund versus Schalke. Dortmund won the game 4-0. And John Joe Kenny played for Schalke. He didn't have the best game. There's lots of Evertonians on the GrandOldTeam forum debating whether or not he has the ability to become an Everton regular in the future. For me, the jury's still out on John Joe Kenny. I think he's got potential, and I think this period in Germany will help him. But ultimately, like many of those Evertonians, I'm not sure about whether or not he will ever play for Everton on a frequent basis. In the meantime, though, this game was played with a decent amount of intensity, considering that the sides had had a 7-week layoff. I mean, it started slow, struggled to get a rhythm, but then once Dortmund scored the opener, the game was played at a pretty intense pace. And no fans turned up, that was a worry. Police in Germany were worried about fans trying to attend this match, given the fact that it's a derby. But as far as I'm aware, no fans from either Schalke or Dortmund turned up to this one. So I suppose from a policing perspective, that bodes well for the Premier League. But then us Brits are culturally different to the Germans, so whether or not we'll adhere to the rules as well, I don't know. It's funny because the Augsburg coach apparently broke his 7-day quarantine, which meant that he wasn't able to be on the touchline for their encounter. Apparently he went to the shops to buy toiletries, as you do, and because of that someone found out and he wasn't allowed to attend their match. And we had social distancing celebrations, which is just weird and strange to watch. Because I think we all agree as football fans, celebrations are like some of the best things about football. You score a goal, you run over to the corner flag, you punch it like Tim Cahill, you do some weird dance like Lee Shaw. I mean, there's good ones and there's shit ones, but ultimately the football celebration after a goal is kind of key to the game. And to watch the players maintain social distancing after they scored, it just seems really unnatural and a little bit pointless as well, because you know they're tackling, they're getting in each other's faces, they're going up for headers together. If you're going to do that, then you might as well jump all over your mate after he scores a goal. And apparently Boyata, on loan from Manchester City out there, he kissed his teammate's cheek after he scored the third. That kind of business gets you into trouble these days. But German football is synonymous with fans and fandom and the amount of noise that fans make inside the stadiums. Like as fans of Premier League clubs, we kind of look on at envy at the fact that the Germans can have a beer while they're watching the match, that they can stand and make all the noise that they want to in certain areas of the ground. So to see, you know, a German derby of this magnitude, Dortmund versus Schalke, played out in an empty stadium, really eerie and strange. Like, you could hear the players shouting, you could hear balls being kicked. It just didn't feel right. I mean, maybe it'll be easier when the Premier League comes back, because at a lot of Premier League grounds, sometimes you sit there and, well, I do at Goodison, sometimes you sit there and wonder if anyone's there anyway, it's that quiet. But Goodison isn't the only guy, it's across the league, and you know, it's been an issue with English football now for quite some time, especially at the higher echelons of the game. Football matches being played out in empty stadiums is it just doesn't feel right, it just doesn't sit right. And before this game, I was listening to the build-up on talkSPORT, and I was thinking, I'm really going to enjoy this match. And as it got closer, I got a little bit more excited, and then whilst I was watching it, it just didn't feel right. The whole thing's so strange, and I still stand by the things that I've said in other videos. I don't know why we're rushing to bring football back. I mean, if it's not safe enough to have fans in the stadiums, then if the Bundesliga is anything to go on, I'm not sure I want it back yet. But let me know what you think in the comments section underneath. Remember to like, share and subscribe to this video. I'm Adam Partington. I am genuinely intrigued to get your comments. I'll do my best to respond to every single one that I get. We're at 6,000 subscribers now on the YouTube channel. Let's try and get up to 7,000 as soon as possible. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.